Welcome. If you're looking for some construction tips and gameplay in the front, then you've come to the right place. And it looks like whatever we build over here, we're going to have to make sure it can withstand whatever that blimp is. The fact that it has guns makes me uneasy, but we'll be building with concrete, so I think we're at a good starting point. And the first tip today, find a spot that you like. People are going to tell you that you want it near a mine, you want it near resources, that you want it near all these other things. But at the end of the day, what I think is the most important is you find a spot that you like. Tip number 2 is going to be your space-time beacon. You're going to want to put down your space-time beacon as early as you can and then build around it. The space-time beacon does 2 very important things. It provides PvP protection, and it's what the raids will attack. You should build your base with raids in mind. What you do not want to do is get done building your base and then realize you're going to have to rework parts of it to actually incorporate raids. And I do have videos up that you can go look at for raids. We have one that's about pathing the AI and killing them with traps, so you don't have to do any work on raids. And then we have another for beginning raids. Next, we're going to cover basic building control. So on the bottom right, you're going to see CVX, auto attach, align to grid, switch blocks, respectively. Align to grid is arguably the most important. You want to align all your blocks northeast, southwest, so by engaging this, all of your blocks, regardless of if they're attached to each other or not, are all going to be square, and it's going to make your base look more uniform. Can you build your base without aligning to grid? Yes, you can. But aligning to grid keeps all of your builders on the same axis. What happened here is one of our builders built it without aligning to grid, and because of that, this tower looks wrong. Even though he meant it, from a distance, it doesn't look right. Auto attach is pretty simple. That's how you're going to auto attach to other structures. Switch blocks, however, is how you upgrade. Switch blocks means there's a block already placed, and you're going to switch it with the one that you have in your hand. And I will show you this later. This is also a gameplay showing my base being built, so later you will see that I will go through some of that. Next, we're going to cover everybody's bane of existence, foundations, how to place them, how the mechanics work. So right now you can see I'm kind of doing some visual math, and I'm going to explain what I'm doing. So firstly, whenever you place a block, it does spawn in red. That's because it's not at full health. It will quickly grow to full health. You can see right here I do not have auto attach on. I'm going to turn on auto attach and it automatically aligns. And you can see that I'm building out right here. For foundations, you have to make sure all 4 of the posts are in the ground. So the top of it cannot be underground and the bottom of it cannot be floating for it to be placed. You're going to see in a second where I misdid my math, and I'm going to have to destroy all this here in a little bit. And then here's a quick example of foundations cannot be placed underground. Yep, so I can't place that one, which means all these need to be higher, or I need to find a better set of grounding. So now I actually start to build out all my structures, and you can see that I start platforming as best I can with normal floors over the open chasm that I'm trying to build over to have a cool looking base. The problem you're going to see, and the reason I did all this to show you this, because I definitely didn't do this on an accident, is that I put my starting foundation too low, which means now the rest of my base is in the grass and it looks tacky and I don't like it. Which means I have to delete it all and lose half of the resources it costs to create all of this. A pro tip, if you are going to be destroying a lot of your base, destroy the foundations and you'll see all my floors collapse. Yeah, so I only ended up having to destroy about half of it to get it all gone.
Did you know that less than 2% of the people watching this are subscribed to us? We're a brand new content creation channel, so each sub really does mean a lot and helps us out a lot. So please, if you're enjoying the content, consider subscribing and drop us a comment letting us know what you would like to see.
All right, now we're back. We're trying to build the rest of the base. You can see I've started it higher, but you're still going to notice that it's not square. One thing to remember with your base is you can put up to 3 floors away from the foundation, and that's not going to matter about weight. So regardless of the amount of stuff you build on top of it, so long as the bottom of it is within 3 blocks of a foundation, you're going to be fine. So I can build out a block, square it all off, and then build as high as I want to off of that block. You can change the shape of a lot of the building objects. So foundations, walls, stairs, floors, roofs can all be changed to make your base be special, to make it be yours, to make it feel like you want it to feel. So just come up with a design and start building. So here you're going to see that I changed foundations. Now I'm going to put in some special little doors. Now you're going to see me, I'm going to switch and I'm going to actually put the door inside of the door frame. So you have to build a door frame and then you have to put a built door into said door frame. Alright, so we're going to speed through all this real fast. I'm going to build out the rest of the base, put all the floors in, and now I decide that I want some windows. So you can see I'm putting in some windows, then I'm going to switch in my inventory, and I'm going to go grab the actual windows themselves and slot those windows in. So our next tip is going to be upgrading. So on the bottom right, you can hit X to switch blocks. So you'll see me do it there, and then it auto clicks into this. So that is how you can down or upgrade based on what you want. So I downgraded to wood, and that was a downgrade. So obviously I'm going to switch back, and now I'm going to upgrade back to stone. Whenever you do this, you're going to get half of the resources back, the same as destroying them. So you can only build 3 supports from the nearest support to the ground. And that's important to remember because that's going to go all the way up your tower. So here, to remedy that, I'm going to put a wall, which now gives me a new foundational support to the foundation below, which is the entire reason my entire base is built with foundations, because I know anywhere I go, I have a solid ground to build off of. Next, I'm going to show you how to change your stairs. So if you hold right-click on your stairs just like the other ones, you can select some different models. My favorite is going to be the circular staircase. I think it looks really nice. The next thing we're going to cover is beginner defense. So early game defense, the ballista is a solid option. They're not very expensive to make. The ammo is relatively cheap. They're just arrows, stone, wood, fiber. Any random player that runs up to your base while you're not online is going to catch ballistas, and most likely they're going to scurry off. Earlier when I talked about putting down the space-time beacon first and building your base with the raids in mind, so this comes into play right here. Whenever you put these down, think about where your raid is. You can also put down ballistas that will help you with the raid and help you defend your space-time beacon and defend your base at the same time. Here I'm going to start filling in this floor right here, just like I did originally at the bottom level with foundational triangles. Now I'm using floor triangles. Here I'm going to start to build out my second floor, but then I'm going to realize, oh, can't go any farther this way. Wait a minute, I can just build up these over here because they have 3 as well, and now I can marry them all up. So you can see I also accidentally built one on the outside, so you just got to be careful of that. It looks like I just built 3 more on the outside, so I'm going to delete those later. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, send a sub my way, drop a like, hit us with a comment, and let us know what you want to see next on Off Duty Gaming.